Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rain Day, and we are going to be playing Smite Arena. And of course, today is the day we take a look at the brand new god in Smite, Ao Kuang. Now, Ao Kuang is not a new god, but he is a remodeled god that was formerly Cuckoo Khan, but is now this guy who is a baller. Look at this guy and twirling in the mist. I think he walks on water or mist or something like that. He is a melee magical mage. So some of you may be thinking, melee mage, what is that, Rain Day? Well, I'm here to find out as well, because I've played very few games with him, but he is a melee mage, if you can believe it. He is a mage that will come up with a sword and cut you to death. And so to me, I don't know if Smite just got their terms wrong or if they're just reimagining the word mage altogether, but hey, let's go with it. Let's play him and let's see how it works. He's rated as a god who is very hard to pick up and play, and over the few games that I've actually experienced with him, I would say that it's very, very true. I think he takes a lot of skill to really maximize, especially in arena, and I think he's going to be somebody in arena that is his skill set is very, very specific, and it will lend itself to, I think, a more challenging time in arena than more so other gameplay formats. The reason being, and I've thought about this a little bit, the reason being, I think in Conquest you have the option to really be a little trickier with where you're going. You know, the jungle and the fights in the jungle allow for you to kind of really be a little bit more evasive and have people not be too sure about where you just went or where you're going. In the arena, I think it's just a little bit more wide open. It's a big circle. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Your side's on that side, my side's on this side. If you're low health, you're going towards your side. It's kind of like there really isn't a lot of surprise going on in terms of using that blink ability, his number one, to escape. Now, it does have great range, and I think it is a really good tool. I'm still trying to figure out how to maximize it, so maybe we can figure out this game. And so, guys, let's talk about his abilities, because I know that's what you want to see. His passive is called King's Sword. Now, King's Sword allows Sir Ao Kuang to basically summon a... it's basically a charge metric. So, as you can see, I've used two abilities, and it's taken away 2 charges. Now, those charges allow Ao Kuang to get 5% extra damage on the abilities he does use, or it allows him to actually just use his abilities without mana. So it's kind of a, you know, he's got some variance in terms of how he can use the abilities, in terms of how he can really maximize his passive, and so he can stay in lane a little bit longer if he is out of mana. And first thing first, I want to kind of check up on them. Okay, so they've got beads, and our Odin has a blink. Okay, so we've kind of got a tankier this team this time, which is cool. Now that owl was kind of coming towards me. Interesting. I would probably like to get beads as well. I see Ares coming up. So let's see what we can do to a brother. Let's see what we can do. What's up, homie? You messing with my dudes? Ooh, you got chain, huh? Now, his number one ability is basically that what do you call it? Basically a teleport. It's considered a teleport, and what it does is it teleports you a short distance and also puts you into stealth. Now, that stealth is broken on see, it's like pretty obvious. I'm going back to base. I mean, if anyone was really like a Loki, he could just run straight towards base and kind of know exactly where I was going. So basically it puts, oh, he's going to ultimate right now, or at least he's going to try. He's going to try. That was not a successful blink for him. Let's see what we can do, though. He's still got his ult. Wonder when he's going to use it. Maybe he's going to counter ult. No, he's not. How long do we play passively before we're not afraid of his ult anymore? I do like the fact that you're stealthed. It's pretty cool. Wait out of combat, let our charges catch up a little bit. Now, I could go grab full rank 3 beads and stop playing so passively. Or I could grab this item and I will. Ha ha ha. YOLO, baby. You only live once. Well, actually, in Smite, you live and die several times. So he might... what is he doing, man? What is this? He's just setting up as, like, the best blink ever. It was the best blink ever. He got 2 people. Okay, fantastic, man. You waited the whole damn game to use your thing. Let's clear those. Let's hit Nox with the slow. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, that was not what we wanted to start the game, but let's see if we can go ahead and get a nice comeback here. Never give up, never stop gaming, guys. This is important. Looking at our team, I think that we're not being as aggressive as we could be. I haven't... Oh, wow. Ah, almost had that. So his number 1 is that teleport. His number 2 is really interesting mechanic. It summons dragons around him, and those dragons can then either deal damage. He doesn't know I'm right there. I'm sure he's doing the same thing I just did. Let's actually grab buffs. It's time to get buffs. I think speed would work really nicely with him. Okay, we got that. It's a really interesting camera angle. One with the buff minions. A documentary about the life of the buff minions. What's it like to stand there and wait for someone to kill you? And this Ares is like looking for an ultimate, man. He's just so in need. He's just gonna die. He just died. Are you serious? Live a little, man. Use your ultimate in a bad way. Come on now. And let's... Oh, no, we couldn't. Double kill. That's great. She has combat blink. Screw her. Alright, so we got the double kill, which is nice. Let's see if we can go ahead and steal this. Oh, wow. Now that damage is really starting to add up, as you can see. Maybe we can grab this as well. Darn, well, at least we reset it, which is great. That Artemis does some pretty good damage. Oh, yeah, I saw you coming. I saw you coming. I did jump and kind of pee my pants a little bit. Now, the thing is, you can actually beads out of his ultimate, and I honestly, that's a tough one because, and I don't think that should be the case. I really don't think that should be the case. I think that is like, I mean, for this character, I've just been in a battle where you're counting on that. You're really counting on your ultimate to get them down, and then use it. We're gonna go straight rod, like just go straight damage. You're really counting on that ultimate to finish them off and then give you that escape, because basically you go into the air, so you're not dealing with damage. You can be at 10% health. If you know you can get your ultimate off, you're in a really good position then. So it's just one of those things where, is he like, basically it's just one of those things where I think okay, F you. Oh my god, creep blocked.
Retreat! An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Don't get hooked. Okay. Did exactly what I said not to do. Oh man. Alright, well, what can you do? Let's get that. And let's get that. That's right. And that's I love you guys. I love you guys, team. Oh, F this guy, man. Who does this guy think he is? My whole team's here. You can't mess with the team. There you go. What can we do here, guys? Yes, there we go. And what can we do here? Wow, blink into the damn... Are you serious? The worst blink in the history of blinking. So we're 7-2 right now, which is bad news for them. I'm about to finish Rada Tahuti and another item. And I think that item will be... Let's actually see. I mean, Fatalis would be good. It's interesting. Ability cooldowns. I'm gonna go with Bancroft. This is super important to kill. Look at that damage. Oh my goodness. Just swinging because I don't know where that AO went. There we go. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. So that was a bad play by the Ares, and I'll tell you why. Now they might still do well and kill me. I got silenced right when I wanted to jump, but it was a bad play because he could have slowed me for over, maybe about 6-7 seconds there. But he just shot all of his chains in like 2 seconds. And every chain basically doesn't add more damage. It's a damage over time tick. So if you have 3 chains on me, it's just going to be 3 chains with that damage. What it actually does is add the length of time you are chained. Oh my god, what just happened? And as you can see, you can do a little bit of range magical damage. Now, really, my thoughts on him competing at a super competitive level, as far as my playstyle, I'm not sold on Ao Kuang yet. Now I'm sure there's a million really good. Okay. Yes, I did get hit. There we go. Give me that. So see, I'm at that low health, but I know now I can. Now let's go back. It's just not worth it. I probably would have died. Okay. What do we want to build now? I've actually had some interesting. His attack speed is not maxed out yet. A Fatalis could work, and it will give us some more movement speed, which I think is interesting. Let's try that. Let's try Fatalis. Let's see if we can help our homie here. There we go. There we go. Man, that hurt. So you can see once he snowballs, he's just out of control. Like getting those early kills is actually, I found, pretty difficult with him. I've gone up against, I don't know whether it's been just the style of late, but a lot of tanky teams that basically make it very, very difficult. Oh, wow. That make it just very, very difficult for him to get anything done. It's like super, super hard. So I think he's going to go after New Wa. Interesting. I don't know where he went. So it's been really, really hard to get this early snowball lead. I played quite a few games with him. So I think, you know, for new players, it is going to be pretty difficult. You know, I've been playing Arena for a long time, so even for me, it's tough to do it. Now, however, I think he is a really fun god. So as far as putting the time into somebody like that might be a little bit more boring, or you know, maybe just a little bit more, you know, consist of some more drudgery, like trying to get good with this god like is super annoying. I think execute. Yes. Thank God. Oh, because I was so dead. Let's just go back to like the back end because we're okay. Look at that attack speed. That is ridiculous. Man, so we are up by over 100 points. We're up by about 6,000 gold. Guys, this is a stomping if I ever saw one. And I am curious, how do you all feel? I know I've given my thoughts. I think he has the potential to be a top tier god. I think for me, is someone who I still have to really learn a little bit more about how to be successful with. I think Polynomica might be a really good item for him. To be successful with. Now, I don't think it's impossible, but I just think there's a lot more learning. He's got a higher learning curve. But I think when mastered, you can just see the damage he pumps out. It's outrageous. But how do you feel? First couple of days, have you liked it? Have you had a lot of success? What do you feel has been his biggest weakness? That's what I'm interested in. What do you think has been his biggest weakness in terms of going and competing? Have you found issues in I don't know, in Arena, in Conquest? I mean, really, what do you think? And going from there, I think it would be an interesting discussion because I think they did a great job with this god's remodel. I think this is really is the best you can expect. His flashy ultimate, like really cool skills that are really specialized and take time to learn. And so, you know, I personally think they did a great job. Oh wow, he got me. I might die here. Unless I can execute. Can I? No, I'm just gonna get out. Did she blink towards me? No, she didn't. Okay. So yeah, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm really curious. Really curious. I'm really curious, guys. See what we can do here. Ooh, oh, they have two silences, Nox and Isis on this team. Interesting. We'll go ahead and silence this. Silence this. Silence this. Silence this. I'm a little kid. I'm a little kid. I'm a little kid. Stop it, Ao Kuang. Ooh, I missed that. I wanted to see how much that did. Wow. I'm actually kind of just waiting to see how much that does. So like an Artemis. Execute. Oh, but she used her ability to basically give her silenced. Wow, so 12 and 2, guys. That was a awesome performance and showcase of the Ao Kuang, the brand new god in Smite. Again, I'm very curious about what your guys' first impressions are, not only with this game, but with, oh, first win of the day, awesome. Not only with this game, but with Ao Kuang in general and your experiences. Tell me what you found to work. In terms of item builds, it's been a little bit difficult, but I would say build them for attack speed. So you can see the stats here. Let's flip that. I'd say build him for attack speed. I would say build him for obviously high magical damage. And I would also really be aware to not necessarily go YOLO as I did, but I found that when you buy beads on him, it actually does help because his number one is really good at escaping, but what can stop that is when he gets stunned or, you know, just basically just locked into place and just multiple stuns coming out because people then see he's an easy target. So for instance, a stun from like an Isis, then a Loki sees, oh, easy target, let me ult onto him. So second stun, and you have your one ready, but you can't use it. If you can beads out of that Isis stun, and then before the Loki gets there, use your stealth teleport, and he's used his ultimate to try to get to you, but he misses. Those are the kinds of things that can keep you alive, waste their ultimates, and then basically put them in a bad position for the team fight. So I usually like to build that way, but getting the early kills for him is super important. If I was going to say a key to being successful with Ao Kuang, and like a lot of gods, I think this is true, but getting the early kills and allowing yourself to get ahead in that process of beating them to 20, kind of beating them to 20, that gold mark, that item mark, where you start putting out so much damage that if you have a couple seconds in front of them, if they ever misplace in terms of positioning, they're going to be screwed. Beating them to that mark as an Ao Kuang will really allow you to snowball, because really no one in terms of one-on-one melee can trade with you. It only is when you get focused as a group, and over these last few days, people have been really good at picking out the Ao Kuangs and focusing them as a group so that that doesn't happen. But and like I said, I've seen a lot of basically 12 and 15s or like 19s and 14s kind of kill death ratio. So this 12 and 2 is pretty kind of one of the first ones I've seen in terms of people getting a lot of kills and really not dying a lot. So just got to be very, very careful to play a little more cautiously. Pick your moments, you know, pick your poison, kind of a thing, and go from there. So again, guys, love to hear your thoughts. This has been Rain Day playing Ao Kuang. If you're not subscribed to the channel and you do like the content, please click subscribe down below. It helps a lot, and you can stay tuned to all the new videos I'm making in terms of Smite and the Arena series. Also, like the video if you came and watched for a little bit, and comment down in the comment section below. As always, guys, never give up, never stop gaming, and I'll see you next time.